All right, guys, welcome back. It is time to start a new series. We are just chilling here in my very first ever world. This is this world has gone through so much. This was a server. This was my single player. This has been lots of different things, but it's the very first world I ever created in Minecraft ever. 5 years ago. And we're just here to talk a little bit before we get kicked off on our brand new series. I don't know if you guys have been following me on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, but I've made mention a few times of a new series that I was going to be starting this fall once my Rugrats got back in school. They are back in school. Yesterday was my oldest son's first day. So we have a quiet house for the most part. My cats will undoubtedly at some point disturb me. So, anyway, as I was saying, if you've been following me on Twitter or whatever, you'll know that I tweeted a couple of times over the last few months that we have a new series coming this fall, and it was going to be called Minecraft Restricted. Now, I don't know if any of you know what that means. I'm sure some of you have an idea. I am about to tell you what that means. What I built here is a little, and this horse. What the? Whoa. Okay, he's magic. He gets to stay. And then, wow. So this here is a little contraption I built, and it's kind of a reveal time thing here, okay? So we have some things, as you can see, behind these banners, and we're going to reveal stuff little by little on what this means. So, restricted basically means I'm going to play this game with some self-imposed restrictions. I want this to be full-on survival, and quite honestly, survival has gotten a little bit too easy for me. So, we're going to restrict ourselves as to what we can do and make it a little more challenging to survive. I've tried to pick some things that will not, they will challenge us and make it more difficult. They will not hinder moving forward in the game, if you can kind of get what that means. So I haven't restricted things that will cause me to say, well, I can't do this in the game because of this. So you'll see as I unveil these, there's going to be one exception to one of the things. But let's get started here so we can jump into our world and begin. So, the first thing we have here is, boom, a steak. That is right, there will be no meat eating in this series. Everything that I survive off must grow from the ground. I will be making farms, so I'll be eating bread and carrots and potatoes, mushroom stew, that kind of thing. No steak. No mutton, no chicken, no pork, no fish, none of that stuff. So I will not be harvesting animals. Well, I can still kill the cows for their leather. But I will not be eating meat. And probably no cookies because they take eggs. So we're going to go full on vegan here. The second thing is I will not be sleeping in a bed. Okay, that's gonna have two side effects. Number one, there will be no spawn point setting. So if I die, I will be back at original spawn. So that's something to think about. And number two, no skipping the night. I have to live through the nights, survive the nights, and I will not, because it would be cheaty. I'm not going to just sit in a house and pause my recording while the night passes by. I will play through the nights. The third restriction, no diamond usage. Okay, now this is the one that is going to have one small exception. I'm going to be creating a world that does not spawn diamond ore, so I will not be finding any diamonds while mining. However, there's still a chance of finding diamonds in chests, in dungeons and places like that. So the one exception I'm going to have is I can make a diamond pick. Once I find the necessary diamonds out there in dungeons or in villages. And the reason why is because I have to have a diamond pick to mine obsidian. There's no other way to get obsidian. Aside from, making it out of I can build a portal with using lava, but I need obsidian to craft other things like say an ender chest. So I have to be able to get obsidian, so I will be allowed to craft a diamond pick only by finding diamonds in chests, because they will not spawn naturally, and I may only use that diamond pick to mine obsidian. So that's the one exception. Otherwise, no diamonds. And yeah. The next restriction, no football helmets. No. This one represents armor. I am not going to use any armor above leather. Okay, I am going to use leather armor, which I think is pretty fair, because honestly going without armor is a recipe for instant death if you come up on a skeleton. So I'm going to allow leather armor, plus it's cool, I can color it and stuff, but nothing above that. So armor will be restricted to only leather. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going to die so hard. Okay, next restriction. No bow. Back in the day when I first started Minecraft, I was all about the bow. Like, I made swords and stuff, but as soon as I got a bow, I pretty much quit using a sword. I did all my battling with a bow. I started forcing myself to try to use a sword more and more to where that, became about a 50-50. But for this restriction, no bows of any kind, which combined with this is going to make skeletons a real royal pain in the rumpus. But that's the point. I want these restrictions to make the game challenging for me. All right, so what is that? That's 5. We have 8 total restrictions. Number 6, no fishing. Now, some of you are like, well, big deal, because you already said no fish. But you can also catch treasures when you fish. So there will be no fishing, so no treasures. That's not a big deal, but it's just one I wanted to add because I thought fishing can be kind of OP, especially when you build fishing farms. I mean, auto fishers, which are broken currently, but apparently there's a new way to make one. But anyway, restriction number 7. No enchanting. So, not only will I be wearing lousy armor and only using a sword that is made of iron or less, I may not enchant that sword. So, that's going to make combat both challenging and fun, because I'll have to be more careful. I'm never going to get to a point in this series where I can just charge into a cave and wipe everybody out because I'm so powerful. And that's what I want. I want all of my battles with mobs to be challenging, no matter how far along in the game I go. So that was a big part of why I did a lot of this. And the final one. Sorry. Yawning. Tired. No potions. So these two things here can really turn you into an op. I've eliminated them both. This is going to cause some troubles in a couple of areas. For one, if I decide to raid an ocean monument, it's going to be nearly impossible. I rarely mess with the monuments anyway, because to me, there's really no point. The reward is some sponges. I don't care about sponges, so it's unlikely that I will raid an ocean monument, but that would make this would make that very difficult. It's also going to make the dragon a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to do it. It's getting dark. That's okay. This world is peaceful. So there we have it. 8 restrictions for this season's this season's new series, Minecraft Restricted. I'm going to go over them again real quick. I will not be eating meat. I will not be using a bed. I will not be using diamonds. No armor above leather. No bow. No fishing. No enchanting of any kind, and no potions. So, there we have it. We'll see how this is going to go. I've got a world already made, spawned. I edited, well, I don't want to say edited. I made a custom world simply because I wanted the world created without diamonds. So I just went to custom, turned the diamond spawning to 0, and that is the only thing I changed. And I'm going to start that world here in just a second. So let's get over there and jump in. Well, hi, buddy. Oh, cool. All right, so we spawned right by some wolves. I should be careful not to punch one of them. We're in a forest. That's cool. I like me the forest. There's a jungle over there. Oh, and there's some pine trees over there. Okay, so I have to think quickly here. Right away, the number one thing I need to understand is, since I'm not going to be eating meat, one of the first things I need to do is this. I need to start collecting grass seed. Whatever this is called, because this is going to be my primary source of food, I think. Once I find carrots and potatoes and melons, that'll help. But I'm going to need to get a farm going pretty quickly. So I see a whole bunch of grass over here. Let's go over here and get this. I'm going to need to get wood too right away. But oh, look at that, seed's already waiting for us. What do we... Oh, is that... That's snow over there. Okay. I don't mind a little snow here and there. Not bad. Yeah, this looks like there's a good amount of grass seeds over here. Nice plains. That's perfect. This is perfect. So, yeah, normally, I mean, I'm going to have a different mindset here. Normally, when I start a game, the first thing I do is I collect a little bit of wood, but I start looking for animals. Particularly sheep, so I can get a bed, but... hey, there's a wolf. But I will not be neither, I don't know, both of these things. I will not be eating the sheep's meat nor using their wool for bed. So a sheep is not high on the priority list. Right now, what's highest on priority list is seeds, because this is going to be my alternate food source for now, besides meat, until I need to find a village to get some carrots and potatoes. Once I get a carrot and potato, or I could go, yeah, that jungle is over there too, so I can get some, I'll be able to get some melons over there. But we're not going to do that right away. We'll do that, but first we want to get a little shelter built and get a little bit of a farm going here. The farm is going to be kind of difficult to start. Hey, some horses. I don't know if I'll kill these guys for their leather or if I will maybe just chill out for now. Not going to kill any animals right off the bat here, so, because it's not a priority since I'm not eating them. All right, what do we got? We got 36 seeds, so that's a pretty good start. Well, let's get a farm going here. It's going to be need to be near the water because I don't have a bucket to move water. And let's not sprint. Let's conserve our energy a little bit. All right, I got to get some wood. Let's do this so I can do... And I got to get some wood so I can make a hoe. And all that other fancy stuff. Hey, cows. I'm looking at you. Guess what? You guys are the unlucky ones because even though I'm not eating meat, you also drop leather. So you guys don't get the free pass that the pigs do and the sheep. And the chickens really too. I may kill some chickens for the feathers for... I don't know what I really need feathers for though if I'm not using a bow and arrow either. So we'll see. Well, it's gonna be a lot of strategy. Wow. There's gonna be a lot of strategy changes for this Let's Play. I have things so ingrained in my head that I have to do that I'm gonna have to think twice about, simply because they would be pointless. Let me do this and make trip it up. Okay. I don't want all because I want to make a few. Let's do this and this. I want to save that to make at least one thing of charcoal. But first, things first. And yes, this never before has a hoe been the first tool I've made, but it's going to be today. Because we're going to go here and start a little farm by the water. Maybe right here we'll do it. Yeah, let's do it right here. I'm sorry, I'll stop the sound effects. That's probably pretty annoying. This tree's in the way. So we're going to get a little bit of a wheat farm going here, and I should be able to go 3 blocks in, right? I don't know how much I'm doing here, but let's get this going. 15 more. Wow, I think I might have nailed it perfectly. Check this out. Oh, I'm off by 1. That would have been great. Let's do this one right here. Okay, so we got a little farm started. Let's take down a couple trees here, and maybe this little area here, this little alcove. Hi, Wolf. I see your little ears sticking up there. I see your little ears sticking up, playing peekaboo with me. This little alcove here is going to be maybe our starting location where we can hang out for a bit. I want to get some stone. I don't know why I'm still doing this with my bare hands. This is just stupid. Let's get down and get some stone. So let's get a pick here. And let's see. Let's just go into the side over here. There we go. You don't have to go far to get stone. A couple blocks. So, I don't know how... One thing I was a little concerned with doing this restricted... the diamond tool restrictions is clearing out spaces and mining and building is going to be slow with iron. And I'm willing to deal with that. Like, I'm fine with that. I don't, however, think I will be building anything too gigantic because I definitely don't want to deal with a nice little chunk of coal right here. I don't want to deal with the slowness of the tools building, you know, these massive things. So most of the builds, well, I'll still try to be creative and come up with cool things, and maybe I'll do some redstone stuff in this series, but most of my builds are probably going to be fairly smaller than I would normally do, because, I mean, collecting resources is just going to be a pain. And I thought about... you know, tools were not something that I really needed to restrict. I thought about allowing diamonds for tools, but then I thought, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna restrict it all. So, boop. You're gonna come over here. Okay. My first real challenge is coming. If you haven't noticed, nighttime is almost upon us. So, it's gonna get crazy out here very soon. And let's see, let's make some more sticks. That should be enough for now. I can go ahead and do this. Let's see, let's make a sword. There's a sword. Let's make another pick, this one out of stone. Why does that always happen to me? That. Okay, then let's make a shovel and an axe and some torches, because boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's gonna get crazy. Let's light this. We're gonna put a torch right there. Okay. But I don't want to jump and ruin my crops, so put a torch here. One here, maybe. Try to light it up around here a little bit. Put one right there. I don't know how far down I want to go with these torches, but I just want to make it a little bit safe for me to kind of hang around in this place. Okay, so that's good enough. I'll be able to defend myself past that. I got trees to hide behind or whatever. I'm going to get rid of this tree, though, because it's just stupid and in my face. So, I'm a little nervous for this. I cannot believe this is about to happen, actually. I don't necessarily need a furnace right yet. So maybe... Let's see. Let's make a chest to put some stuff in. I mean, that's what they're for, right? To put stuff in. All right, I'm going to go kill these cows, try to get some leather so I can at least get some kind of armor happening here while my crops are growing. How many of you guys are over here? You guys are going to give me some good leather? Going to give me... Here we go. And what I'll do is I'll just throw the steak in the garbage. I'll just ditch it. What's over there? Was that a cow? No, those are sheepses. One more cow over here. And what did I get in the way of leather? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to the meat for dog food. Is that okay? Can I do that if I'm not eating? Because I don't think I can feed anything else to the wolves. If I get a wolf, how am I gonna heal him, right? So I should probably hold on to, or is it Bones that heals the wolf? No, Bones. Ooh, I see a spider. And a creeper. Okay, so let's, for now I'm gonna hold on to it. Let's just see. Okay, so I can make, I think I'll just make a chest plate for now. Put that on. Oh, by the way, I got a new skin. I'm Skeletor from He-Man. Oh, look at those. The wolves are killing that skeleton. Man, it was kind of cool, I guess, living near these wolves. They're taking care of the skellies for me, huh? Hey, buddy, you looking at me, aren't you? I really need some food here. We're going to have to make our way over to there to get some melons because I can't wait for this stuff to grow. Because this guy's coming after me right now. All right, well, here we go. Here's our first adventure with nothing but a leather tunic. Okay, there's a zombie. I'm really liking this because I have to be careful. And it's been a while since I've had to be careful. And that's what I want out of this series, is that I have to be cautious, especially around skeletons. All right, let's see if I see any wolves. Oh, see? Yep, that's a bad thing right there, creeper. Okay, let's see. Any melons? Did I say especially around the wolves earlier? I don't know. We're going to stick on the outskirts here. Can I still see where my home is? Yeah, I'm not going far. But we're going to stick kind of over this angle here. See, I'm already a heart and a half down and not healing. So, this is working out. Well, oh yes, there's a melon. There's also a creeper. There's another creeper. But here we go. We got some melons. Oh, watch out for those creepers. Don't you ruin my melons, bro. Is the other one coming? I don't think the other one saw me. Oh, there he is right there. Hey, chicken. Hey, pig. You guys don't mind if I steal these melons, do you? It's just a couple. I will be clearing this entire... Now I have to save some of these melons to make a melon farm. But I'm going to eat some, too. Oh, there's another one down here. Because I definitely need to eat. Alright, that should be good. Let's head back to the safety. Oh, there's another one. This was nice. There was a nice chunk of melons right here. That was a nice little guess as to where to look. I think melons have become more common anyway. They don't do a lot for you, though. 1 heart, so I'm going to waste 5 melons just... Oh, boy. Okay. Sorry if I don't talk while I'm battling. I'm a little bit nervous about this. So. And these stone swords aren't going to last forever. So let's head back over to the... No! The lit safety of my home. I need to make a boat real soon. Oh, there's a skelly over there. Stay away from him. Skeletons are going to be my biggest enemy in this series. Because, I mean, it's obvious. Because they're nasty. Skellies are nasty. Plain and simple. They're nasty enough when you got armor and a bow to fight them. They're that much nastier when you have no defense against them. Alright, it looks like I'm going to have to probably call it quits here. He's not coming no more? I'll use this for food for now. Oh, he's coming here. Let's kill this guy. Bye-bye. 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 Okay. Probably gonna need to make a couple more swords. One good thing is I'm gonna get a lot of XP because I'm gonna be killing things all night long. Unfortunately, I have no need for that XP because I'm not going to be enchanting. So at some point in the... Oh, look at this, man. We got battles going on all around us. I love these wolves over here. They are owning the skeletons. What was I saying? Oh, the other thing, though, is the XP is worthless because... yeah, I said that already. But it's going to be kind of interesting to see how high my XP level gets, since I won't be... let's make 3 more swords. Since I won't be enchanting, my XP is just going to keep building up and building up and building up. So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to call it here. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm really excited about this series. Any wheat growing yet? No. I'm really excited about this. I've already felt it. Having to go over there and get melons in the middle of the first night so that I didn't starve to death. It was pretty stressful, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted this game to become challenging for me again. It's always been fun, and it's always going to be fun, but the challenge was gone for me. So I definitely wanted to bring that back. So I hope you like it. If you guys have any ideas for me about, I don't know, just any ideas that involve the restrictions in the game, let me know in the comments. Otherwise... I'm just going to do my best to try to reorganize my strategy and play the best way I can with these restrictions. If you come over here and trample my crops, boy, I'm telling you what. Boom. 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 Oh, great. Now here comes your brother. He heard me smacking you in the head with a sword. Don't you trample my crops. You either. Get. Oh, you got me. Cool. All right, so, again, thanks for watching. We'll see you... Oh, it's almost morning. We'll see you next time, and it will be just about morning. So, I have to kill this guy first before I sign off. So.